Hello, everyone. I wanted to make this quick video about how to post your question of the week discussions and also to take a look at the week one question of the week discussion post. Okay? So, to access the discussion board, you can do it a couple of ways. One, if you're in the course content area of the Blackboard and you scroll down and find the current week's folder. So we're looking at week one. We would click on the week one folder. Within that folder, when you scroll down, you should see a link for the discussion board, question of the week. And you can click on that. And that'll bring you here to the discussion board. And you can then scroll. I try to put the current week up at the top, but you can always scroll down to find the current week or whichever week you're looking to post to. Okay, so that's one way. Another way, you can go directly to the discussion board by clicking over here on the left side menu. And again, I'm on a laptop. If you're on the mobile version or a tablet, things might look differently. You might not be able to access everything. Again, that's why in the technical requirements in the syllabus, we mentioned not even using a Chromebook. But over here on the left, if you click, you'll see discussion board. So if you click on that, it'll bring you to the same place. So again, either way is fine. Once you're here, like I said, you'll find the current week's discussion forum. Now, again, you'll see here on the left, you have the forum titles. You have a description where I try to put what it is you're doing, and then some information over here on the right. So you can read through the description. Also, if you click on the actual forum title, it's a link. It'll bring you into the forum. Okay, again, I'm in week one, question of the week. And all of the different posts that people make, they're called threads. So you can see right now there's just my thread. Okay, and where the instructions are, you can always click on that and you'll see this is just my instructions again. Now, this particular thread right here where it says instructions for the question of the week, okay, this is not where you are posting your assignment. If you use this reply button down here, you're only going to be replying to my thread, and you don't want to do that. You want to create your own thread, which I'll show you in a minute. The only time I would use the reply is if you maybe had a question about the assignment or something like that, or if you're reading someone else's thread and you want to reply to them. Again, it's actually good to have conversations, but make sure you're always very courteous, polite, and respectful in any post. Okay? So again, this is just the instructions. You don't want to reply here. So how do you post your own answer? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the main discussion board, which I could do by clicking again over here on the left. You'll notice up here at the top, this is what we call a breadcrumb trail. So we could click on discussion board that way. Okay. To post your answer, your assignment, what you want to do first is actually come to the discussion board and take a look at the instructions. Now, you could post your thread just by typing in. I'll show you that in a minute. But I highly recommend instead what you do is you create a Word document or a Google Doc, it doesn't matter, and type up your response in a Word document. First off, the Blackboard discussion board doesn't always save very well. So you could be in the middle of typing something, power goes, something happens, and it's gone. There's nothing I can do about it. You just have to retype it. By typing it in Word or Google Docs, you know you're saving it. Also, you can spell check it and make sure you have it set. The only downside to that, and I'm going to show you this in just a minute, is that sometimes when you go to copy, as you'll see in a moment what we'll do, when you go to copy from the Word document to discussion board, sometimes images don't automatically copy, but I'll show you how to work with that as well. Okay, so again, I recommend type it up in a Word document. So then what do you do? All right, so we're back here. Once again, you find the current forum, you click on it, and then what you're going to do to post your answer, your response, is you're going to come up here to the upper left and you're going to click where it says create thread. So you click on create thread and you'll notice it puts the description up here. So that way you've kind of got it right there. The first thing you want to do is a subject. You want to make the subject connected to what you're posting. Also, I highly recommend put your last name in there. I'll be honest. That helps me. It also connects it. But then you want to put, a topic or something that will help with kind of labeling your post. Then down here, you'll notice, like I said, it looks very much like a word processor. You can do a lot of things here. You can type it right in, but as I said, you run the risk it doesn't always save well. Also, most of the forums are set up where you cannot edit or you cannot delete a post. That's another reason to type it up first in Microsoft Word. Okay, because once it's there, you can't get back in and edit it. All right, so let's say you've typed it up in your Word document. So what do? When we go back to our Word document, I select it all. I'm going to go ahead and try and select the image as well. And then we come back here, click in this area, and you paste. Now you'll notice it comes up here. It's asking me, do I want to keep formatting or remove? I try it both ways. You can say keep formatting, but you'll notice here, local image paste has been disabled. Local images have been removed. Okay. I'll paste again. I'll even say remove formatting. Again, you'll notice that the image isn't posting. Okay. A lot of the assignments will ask you to post pictures. Pictures help. We're visual, and especially historical geology. It's a very visual type of science. So let's say you've got that image then and you do want to include an image. What you have to do is save the image first and then upload it. Okay. And there are lots of different ways to do this. I'm just going to show you one way. And again, if you're having issues, we can always work on it. Sometimes you can, excuse me, you can copy it in and it'll go in. But if it's not working that way, then you do have to insert it. So the first thing I need to do, let me just come up here real quick. Earth image Wikipedia. So let me just get this up. Okay, so here we go. So I right click. If you're on a Mac, you can do the control click, the two finger, however you do it. And you're going to save image as. So just title it whatever. Make sure that it's saving as a JPEG. Not all images can be posted. And then I save. Okay, so now it's saved on my computer. I come back here. I put the cursor where I want my image to go. Okay, you want to make sure you do that. Once you've got your cursor there, you're going to come up to this button right here. It is the little plus symbol, and you're going to see it comes up to add content. From add content, you're going to insert local file. Once you insert the local file, it will bring up your computer window. You go back to that folder, wherever you saved it. I like to save my stuff in downloads. You might save it in another folder. That's up to you. Double click, and in it comes. Now, if you want, you can click on the image. Mine's not going to quite work because I have the screen recorder going right now. But you can click on it and resize it and things like that. But all right, so now you've got your image, you've got everything, you're ready to go. If you want to attach files, you can. Again, you should not be saving it in a Word document and attaching that. That defeats the purpose. You want to copy it over. Again, if you're really having problems doing that, email me, contact me, and I'll help you do this. And in my video, I'm going to move my video here. It's in the way. In the right-hand corner here, you're going to see the word submit. Now, there is a save draft. And like I said, sometimes that works just fine, but I've had students who have had issues with Blackboard gobbling things up, and once it's gobbled, it's very hard to get back. Okay, so again, we're going to submit. Now, I have the power to delete because I'm the teacher, but remember, students normally aren't able to delete or edit. But you'll see now it's got my Stratton Hello World. Okay. And again, I could click on it, turn my edit mode off. Again, you'll see you'd have this. Now again, sometimes you'll have the ability to edit or delete, but most of the time you won't. Okay? So again, that's how you post to the discussion board. Now, just as a, ending for this week, it's just kind of more than anything else to get you used to using the discussion board. So just start a thread. If you don't feel comfortable sharing any information, if you don't want any of this information shared, because do remember, a discussion board is read by everyone in the class. So if you don't want everyone reading it, you can just title a post and say your name and week 1 question. Boom. And that's fine. That's all you will need to get the credit. But again, if you want to start a little bit of a conversation, you can add a couple of other things. I myself, even if you don't want to share it here, if you want to send it to me as an email, if I know what a student's career path is, what their focus is, what they're interested in, that helps me, because then I try to, tailor or individualize things a little bit so it's a little bit more connected. But again, that's for this intro first week, that's fine. Later weeks will be more content oriented, more towards geology. And so that's where you'll really need to start typing some things up and entering the picture. All right, there you have it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Take care.